Hey everyone! Welcome to this step-by-step tutorial on the Smart Asset Utilities add-on for Blender. Installing the Smart Asset Utilities add-on in Blender. First, open Blender. Then, go to the Edit menu on the top left and choose Preferences. In the Preferences window, click on the Add-ons tab from the sidebar. Now, click the Install button in the top right corner. A file browser will open. Navigate to the folder where you downloaded the Smart Asset Utilities.zip file. Select the zip file, no need to unzip it, and click Install Add-on. Once installed, you'll see the add-on appear in the list. Search for Smart Asset Utilities in the search bar. Then check the box to enable it. With the add-on enabled, close the Preferences window. Now, in the 3D viewport, press N to open the right-hand side panel. You'll find a new tab labeled Smart Assets. Inside, you'll see all the tools like LOD Generator, Smooth Assets, Smart Export, and more. In this section, we'll walk through how to use the LOD Generator from the Smart Asset Utilities add-on in Blender. This tool helps you create optimized level of detail meshes in just a few clicks, perfect for games, AR, VR, and real-time projects. Start by importing or selecting the mesh you want to optimize. Make sure it's selected in object mode. Now press N in the 3D viewport to open the right-hand panel. Navigate to the Smart Asset Utilities tab and expand the LOD Generator section. At the top, you'll see Mesh Statistics, showing the polygon and vertex count of your selected mesh. This gives you a quick idea of how heavy your model is before generating LODs. In the LOD settings, choose how many LOD levels you want, up to 8. Each level has a percentage slider to reduce the mesh complexity. Start with LOD 0 at 100% and gradually decrease it for each LOD. Next, under Optimization, pick a method. Collapse works well for most models. Unsubdivide is great for evenly subdivided meshes, and Planar simplifies flat surfaces. You can also enable options to preserve UVs, preserve volume, and preserve materials to keep important details intact. Once you're ready, click the Generate LODs button. Blender will now create multiple LOD versions, each named and organized automatically. To test how LODs switch based on camera distance, enable Distance Preview. It uses the current camera to simulate LOD switching. Click Preview LODs, then use the Preview Distance slider to watch the model transition through its LODs. And that's it! You've successfully generated and previewed LODs with just a few clicks. This tool is super handy for optimizing scenes while keeping visual fidelity. In this section, we'll explore the Smooth Assets tool from the Smart Asset Utilities add-on. It offers both Object Mode and Edit Mode smoothing options, with support for smoothing groups. Just like 3ds Max. Let's take a look. Start in Object Mode by selecting your mesh object. Use the Angle Threshold slider to set how Blender should auto-smooth faces. Then click Apply Smooth. This will apply smooth shading and enable auto-smooth using the angle you set. Now switch to Edit Mode. To access advanced smoothing group features, use the 1 to 32 grid to assign a smoothing group to selected faces. Faces with the same group number will be smoothed together. Hard edges are automatically added between faces from different groups, just like in 3ds Max. Auto Smooth is enabled automatically. Need to select by group? Click Select by SG. Enter the group number, and it will highlight all matching faces. Want to reset? Use Clear All to remove group assignments, and apply flat shading. This smooths just the selected faces, without affecting smoothing groups. Click Apply Smooth to selected faces. This enables smooth shading and auto-smooth using the current angle. At any point, You can change the auto smooth angle right from the panel, giving you full control over edge smoothing. Blender doesn't support smoothing groups natively, but this tool uses custom face properties to emulate 3ds Max-style groups. And don't worry, all operations are non-destructive and can be undone with Ctrl-Z. And that's how to use smooth assets to get perfect smoothing and shading across your models, with full group support. In this section, I'll walk you through the Delete Assets tool from the Smart Asset Utilities add-on. It's designed to help you clean your scene by finding and deleting specific types of objects, fast and safely. First, select your scene or file. Press N to open the side panel, go to the Smart Asset Utilities tab, and expand the Delete Assets section. At the top, you'll see a search bar. You can search by object name and set the condition. For example, whether the name contains, equals, or starts with a specific word. Below that, choose the object types you want to target, like mesh, empty, camera, curve, and more. Click any type to include or exclude it. This makes it easy to find exactly what you're looking for. You can also filter by specific collections if you only want to delete objects from a certain part of your scene. Just type the collection name in the collection filter box. Once your filters are set, the tool will show you a list of all matching objects. No guessing. You'll see exactly what's going to be deleted. When you're ready, click Delete Matching Objects. Just like that, the selected items are gone, with no need to hunt them down manually in your outliner. And that's how you use the Delete Assets tool to keep your Blender projects clean and optimized. In this section, let's explore how to use the Clone Assets tool from the Smart Asset Utilities add-on. Whether you need duplicates or instances of selected objects, this tool gets it done fast and efficiently. Start by selecting the object or group of objects you want to clone in your 3D viewport. Then open the Smart Asset Utilities tab and expand the Clone Assets section. To keep things organized, you can add a prefix and suffix to the cloned object's names. This is helpful when managing multiple variations of the same asset. Now choose the clone type. Copy creates a full duplicate of the object. Instance creates a linked version that shares the same data. Perfect for optimizing scenes with repeated assets. When everything is set, just click Clone Selected. The tool instantly duplicates your selection using the settings you've chosen. And that's it. The Clone Assets tool gives you full control over naming and duplication with just a click. In this section, let's take a look at how to use the Rename Assets tool from the Smart Asset Utilities add-on. It's a fast and flexible way to rename multiple objects in one go. First, select the objects you want to rename in your scene. Then open the Smart Asset Utilities tab and expand the Rename Assets section. Here you can enter a prefix or suffix to add text at the beginning or end of each object's name. This helps group or categorize objects quickly. You can also remove unwanted text from object names using the Remove String field. Just type the portion of the name you want to delete and it will be cleaned up across all selected items. When everything looks good, click Rename Selected. All chosen objects will be renamed instantly based on your inputs. And that's it. The Rename Assets tool makes batch renaming easy and consistent, saving you tons of time during scene organization. Try it out and bring order to your asset list. In this section, we're going to explore the Asset Cleaner tool inside the Smart Asset Utilities add-on for Blender. It's a one-click solution to prepare your 3D assets for export, optimization, or game engines. The Asset Cleaner automates multiple cleanup operations with just one click. Let's go through each option so you understand exactly what's happening behind the scenes. Remove extra map channels clears out unused or redundant UV map channels, keeping your file lightweight and clean. Reset Object Transform resets all transformations like scale, rotation, and location to their original state, useful when starting fresh. Collapse Stack applies all modifiers to make sure your geometry is finalized. No more non-destructive modifiers left behind. Center Pivot to Base automatically moves the object's pivot point to its base, a key requirement for assets in game engines and product visualization. Freeze transformations. This locks in your transformations as the object's new default state, preventing unwanted movement during exports. Lastly, Convert to Mesh converts any non-mesh objects into mesh format, ensuring compatibility across pipelines. When you're ready, just hit the Clean button. All selected operations will be applied instantly, prepping your model for use. Need more control? Click Show Channel Info to inspect map channels. And that's how easy it is to clean and prep your assets using the Asset Cleaner tool. No more manual cleanup, just click and go. In this quick walkthrough, we'll explore how to use the Smart Export tool inside the Smart Asset Utilities add-on. Whether you're exporting to Unity, Unreal, or AR/VR, this tool simplifies everything. Let's dive in. Start by selecting the target engine from the drop-down, Unity, Unreal, or AR/VR. Then choose the export format, FBX for Unity and Unreal, or GLB for AR/VR. Click the folder icon to set your export destination. This is where your final exported files will be saved. Make sure Bake Transforms and Preserve Hierarchy are enabled. These options help maintain correct orientation and object structure after export. If your asset uses LODs, enable Group LODs and enter a name for the group. This keeps your LOD hierarchy neatly organized in the target engine. Enable Use LOD Group Component to ensure proper LOD handling in Unity. You can also turn on Generate Prefab to export as ready-to-use prefab assets. For Unreal, check Use LOD System for Unreal's native LOD handling, and Generate Blueprint to automatically create a reusable blueprint in Unreal. For AR/VR, only GLB or GLTF formats are supported. You'll see a warning if you try using FBX or OBJ. Enable Optimize for mobile and Generate Manifest to get the best results on lightweight AR/VR platforms. Once all options are set, click Prepare and Export. Your asset will be packaged and exported according to the selected platform. And that's it. Whether you're building for games or immersive experiences, Smart Export helps you get clean, ready-to-use files in just a few clicks. Thanks for watching.